Hello and welcome back to the Indian PokeTube, and this time we are running the poison double dark strategy in the Great League but with spicy mons. Of course we had to spice this up to make it fun. We are running Shadow Nidoking on the lead, we are running the Malamar safe switch and the Scrafty closer. So this is an ABB team. We pick up a lead against Altaria and I'm going to safe switch to my Malamar because Nidoking is so classy, we'd probably get like Dragon Breath down. So I'm just going to bring in the Malamar and see if the opponent has a fairy, and he's going to stay in with the Altaria and go straight for the Moonblast. I'm expecting a Moonblast. I'm going to shield. That's a massive shield. And in comes the big tin can. Sadly, we were not running the superpower in the first game. We are going to switch out the hyper beam for the superpower later. But in this way, we are only able to get off a few foul plays. And the Nidoking does not look very useful, honestly, at this point. So I'm going to do something crazy here. You're going to see I'm going to shield this. And now the switch clocks are misaligned. So I'm just going to off-farm a lot of energy. And I'm going to eventually try to catch a move on the Nidoking. I'm able to catch a move here. It doesn't matter whether it's a focus blast or a zap cannon, everything is resisted, and we can off-farm a lot and go straight for the Sand Tomb here. Sand Tomb is going to KO the guy from this point. Let's see if the Tin Can wants to shield this. He does not. Great play by the opponent. In comes the Swampert. I try to CMP trap him, but the opponent is a very good player. He does not throw the energy. I was hoping for that CMP. We get a little bit of chip and opponent brings in the Altaria. Now this is not looking good. Opponent has two shields, a loaded Swampert, but we have a lot of energy on the Malamar. So we're going to come in here, go straight for the foul play. Opponent does not know our third mon. He's going to shield the Altaria, and now I can reach another foul play. Does the opponent keep track of all the energy that we had against the tin can? He does not. This way I can reach another foul play, and I'm hoping that our Scrafty can come in and just take him out. And at this way I'm going to come in here with the... Oh, we had an Obstructagoon in the first game, so my bad. We were running Obstructagoon earlier. We're going to take the Sky Attack here and farm down the guy. Let's see if we can get the Night Slash off. I think we can survive this Hydro Cannon. Come on, Obstructagoon, you can do this. We survived the thing, and now we need a boost to win. That's the only way to win the game. Can we get the boost? Yes, we can, and that is a crazy clutch right there. We still have the Malamar left alive, so we win that game thanks to the boost on the Obstagoon. And after this, we are going to switch out the Obstagoon to the guy later on after the second game though, because I think Scrafty is just better at sweeping with the Power Punch. But we're going to keep playing these games, and like I said, it was so much fun using Spice. Finally, we pick up a good lead against the Whimsicott. He's going to safe switch to a Tin Can, and honestly, I was not sure what to do. I'm going to go for the Sand Tomb because this is going to debuff the Tin Can, and then I'm going to bring in my guy, the Obstagoon. Okay, so I think that's a good play by me. He does give us a shield there, and we are going to tank a move here because it won't do much, and we're going to bring in the Obstagoon here, go for the Night Slash, because even if we go for the Obstruct, we are not really going to we still have to shield. We can't live a Focus Blast, so there's no point in throwing the Obstruct. So I'm going to shield this because of course a Focus Blast is going to kill 20 Obstagoons. Farm down the big tin can, but this energy is not going to be very useful against the Whimsicott, but at least we can... Oh, this is a Charm Whimsicott at that. I thought it would be the Fairy Wind one, so this does absolutely no damage, but as long as we can keep our Nidoking aligned on this, we are looking good, because Nidoking can just come in and farm down. So we're going to get some chip there, and we can also reach... No, we cannot reach a Night Slash. We're going to come in with the Nidoking, farm down the Whimsicott just before he makes a move. Sadly, he is able to make the move. I'm going to shield here. Let's see what he has in the back. He has a Lantern running Water Gun. So I'm going to go for the Sand Tomb to get a debuff. Then I'm going to bring in my guy, the Malamar. So now I have to reach the two foul plays to win the game. Let's see, this is going to be super tight. He's going to go straight for the Thunderbolt because that does a lot of damage and puts me into farm down range. So now we just have to hope that a foul play kills. This is the game where I make a misplay. I thought we'll reach the Hyper Beam, so I keep tapping on it, but as you see, I die with the move, and had I just gone for the foul play, take a look, he would have died. It would have KO'd because his defense is lowered as well, so a big misplay by us, but that goes to show you should be aware of the win con. Don't make this mistake that we did. We have to remember that sometimes with the lowered defense and everything, it does actually take out. Anyway, we get some weird sort of glitch over there after the second game, so yeah, a misplay by us, definitely. I think we could have easily won that game. Pick up a lead against Shadow Dragonite. I'm going to stay in to start because the poison jabs do a lot. I'm going to try to catch a Dragon Claw on the Malamar. I'm able to do that, but the sad news is we can't really farm down the Dragonite at this point. I'm going to stay in here, go straight for the foul play because we can't even overfarm. If the Dragonite chooses to shield us, I think he can even farm us down. Dragonite is super oppressive and that's what he chooses to do, and farms and switches to Golbat, which is good for us because we are able to get off this nice little foul play which will do a lot of damage. Then we can bring in the Nidoking, go straight for the Sand Tomb on the CMP. That's what we are going to do, and the guy, the Scrafty, can stay away from the Shadow Golbat. So the ABB team is working kind of as expected. I'm going to tank the Poison Fang here. He did not build up to Shadow Ball. I think we can simultaneous KO each other. I'm going to go for that simultaneous KO. Now it's Crafty with 2 shields versus 2 Mons on the opponent side. There are already 2 flyers. I'm hoping it's not a triple flyer. He should have something weak to Scrafty. I'm going to shield this. It has to be, even if it's a Dragon Claw, it is a superpower, so great shield. In the back he has the Galarian Stunfisk, and this match is over. This is why we have Scrafty on the team. I mean, once you get out the Fairy type or the Flying type, you know, Scrafty can just sweep. I mean, even against Noctowl, if we have 2 shields, I think you can do quite well. I'm not sure if you'll win that, but I'm sure that if you keep like boosting the counters, you can do great. Especially if it's, I think, 2 to 1 shields. I think you just win in that case. Just farm down the G-First, farm down the Dragonite. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. Just like Homeslice Henry says. So we're able to take that win as well, even against a very oppressive mon like the Shadow Dragonite. Let's see if we can get a 4-1. I mean, I really wish I played that second game correctly. If I'd gone for the foul play, I'm pretty sure I would have won that one as well. But I realized that later that his defense was debuffed. So pretty bad lead here against the Galarian Stunfisk. I'm going to safe switch to the Malamar instantly, and now we are running the Super Power. Opponent brings in the Noctowl, which is like fine with us because we can keep our Scrafty away from this guy, and we can go for a couple of foul plays here and there. Let's see what the opponent chooses to do. He's going to go for a CMP here. I'm hoping that I can lift the move and get off another move to get a shield here. Let's see. I'm going to no shield, of course. I'm hoping I can reach a move, and let's see what happens here. I'm going to overfarm, CMP him again on the foul play, and I'm hoping that he lets this go. And if he shields this, he does let this go, so we are able to flip switch. And in the back he has a Ghost Tree. Sadly, I'm not able to get the foul play off, but I'm going to bring in the Nidoking, just basically sack Nidoking at this point. I don't care if he goes for Shadow Ball, I'm going to let go. He goes for the Seed Bomb. I thought he was 1 away, so I miscounted. My bad, I should have gone for the Sand Tomb definitely, but it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. And in comes the Ghost Tree here. I'm not going to shield this because Earthquake is the move that does the most damage, so I can tank a couple of Seed Bombs here and there. And he brings in the G-Fist. I'm going to start going for the Power Punches now. I want to ramp up my attack to the point where I can do massive damage, and even though it's very likely the opponent is going to bait, I mean, honestly, let's see how this goes. This is going to be a very tricky match. It's not over at all. The Ghost Tree is quite close to a move. This is why I wanted to no shield. I wanted to no shield, but I ended up shielding last second. But I honestly should have no shielded there. And I think we can still win this because I'm going to go straight for the Power Punch here. Just straight for it. Because after this, I'm hoping that I can counter him down. He has to reach 2 Seed Bombs to win the game. I just have to farm him down. So it's going to be a race. I have no idea how much his energy is at this point. I'm not counting. And I'm able to get the counter down. Scrafty just countered down a Ghost type, and that was absolutely massive. Maybe if the opponent threw his second Rock Slide, he could have won, honestly, because I don't know. I'm not sure, but anyway, we're going to take that win. That's 3-1 so far. Let's see if we can make it 4-1. Effectively 5-0 if I just threw the foul play. If I'm able to win this one. So let's see. Pick up a lead against Lantern. Let's check the fast move. It is a Spark, so it's better. We wanted to see how much a Surf does. I was hoping it does around 80%, but as you'll see, it does more than 90% damage. Nidoking is made of paper, and then I'm going to go for a... Oh, I'm going to try to catch, save all that banked energy. I thought I'd go for the back-to-back Sand Tombs, but that's fine. This is a fair play as well. I can stay in here. He comes in with the Noctowl, which is fine. I can go for a foul play on the CMP. And I'm going to try to get the Noctowl lower, I believe. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens here. I think I shield her. Let's see what I'm choosing to do. Yep, I'm going to shield because I can overfarm and reach 2 superpowers before he reaches his next card attack. Yes, exactly. So I can go for 1 superpower here. I have 2 superpowers, so I can't go for foul play. I can only get a 1 move in that case. Go for another superpower. And if this gets a shield, I think I can bring in the Scrafty and start like countering down. That's what I'm going to do. Bring in the Scrafty, start like countering down the Noctowl and shield here. I mean, he's already has. I was hoping that he may have Medicham, but he chooses to bring in the Lantern. I'm going straight for the foul play, expecting the opponent to call my bait, and he does just call the bait, take down the lantern, and he has Ghost Tree in the back. This is amazing for us. I'm going to go straight for the foul play. I mean, honestly, I could have gone for the power up punch because one foul play does not cure. He gives us a shield, and now all I have to do is snipe him with my Nidoking. Remember, my Nidoking has a loaded sludge wave. I'm going to try to make use of that, and I'm not able to do it just yet because the switch clock is not up. Can we win this game now? I'm going to bring in Nidoking and just try to go for the sludge. Does the opponent remember we had the sludge? Luckily, he does not catch it. Boom, takes down the Ghost Tree, poison jab down the Noctowl, and we have the Malamar. We take the game. It is 4-1 and effectively a 5-0 if I played it right. So that was a lot of fun playing Shadow Nidoking. Let's go.